We are technically 5 miles east of Washington, D.C., and that's where you find this place, FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Washington Commanders. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Here we go, here we go. Claude Ray.
Right out of the gates, Lance going to the air. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 16 yards on the game's first play and a quick first down. On the ground, this is Joe Mixon. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46. Gregory Rousseau able to bring him down. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Lance now to throw. And this is into the hands of Andrews downfield. Touchdown, Eagles! Mark Andrews, his 4th touchdown on the year. Out comes the kicking team here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Eagles lead at 7-zip. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. First and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 25-yard line. Now, first carry for the former Pro Bowler, Josh Jacobs. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the challenge we're seeing here in this game early? Man coverage against some fleet receivers. That time, the defense won.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Hal throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And it will be Eagles football, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little extra to them. But I like where this game is situated, because at this stage of the season, it has that little extra juice, but at the same time, it's not a make or break if this were, let's say, week 15, 16, somewhere in that neighborhood.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Here's Lance to throw it. And that one going to come up short. Low throw. He released that awkwardly. It almost looked like a pitcher who gripped his fastball a little too hard and let it go late, and it bounced in front of the plate.
Yeah, one of those fastballs that ends up at 57 feet, not 60 feet, 6 inches. Just a little short with the arm, which is unusual because we saw him.
And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either. Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Josh Jacobs, his second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Commanders are an extra point away from drawing level. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10. They'll rumble for about 6 up across the 20 to the 22. A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. Here's Lance. And this is caught. It's Brown. 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback. And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. From his end zone, here's Tremon Smith. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And as the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Washington. Boy, just zero hesitation from the rookie passer there, partner. He is coming out firing in this opening quarter. And all the talk leading into this game was that pass rush talking about challenging this guy, getting into his grill, getting into his space. And how about him? Might be his first year in the NFL, but I don't see any fear in him at all. How about that big-time throw right out of the gate? This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. Taking it about the 1. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And the points, they have come fast and furious in this quarter. You really don't want to be on the defensive side of the ball right now, do you? Because you're either thinking, my replacement may get an opportunity. Your head better be on a swivel. Totally. Or maybe I just need to get out of the game for a while because I just can't slow these guys down. They've got to figure out a way to disrupt these offenses. And typically,
one guy makes a big play, and that can help change things.
They'll be looking for disruption on both sides right now.
Watch out now. 50
Mixon with a first down carry. And some room to run now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was. And shedding the tackle, and now some room. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the Eagles' 49-yard line.
From just shy of midfield, Powell. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack.
Brought down back at the 45-yard line.
An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Eagles 21, Commanders 14.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. Off play action. It's Howell. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
And the punter Bailey on now as he sends this one away. Now this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Blue striker. Snap, red.
On 2nd and 9, Lance. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to hold that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
Green. Ready.
Throwing his Lance on 3rd down. And he's got his tight end. That's Andrews. And they work this well upfield across the 45. On 1st and 10, here's Lance. Pass to Brown. He's got it on the crossing route. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Throwing on first down is Lance. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
On second down, here's Mixon. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now Lance. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Mark Andrews with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Eagles go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. The last series form a little disappointing, forced a punt. And now they'll try to do better here and come away with some points as they begin this drive. 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. They'll go play action. Powell. Open man is Duvernay. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They'll run right here with Jacobs. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Jacobs. Oh, he's going absolutely nowhere as he is hit behind the line. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. Two of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. A first carry for the rookie from LSU, Ty Davis-Price. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Ty Davis-Price with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Commanders have got it back to within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And they're within 7 now at 28-21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
And now they'll throw with Lance. This will be caught by Brown. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Play action, now it's Lance. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And the Commanders are going to get it back here just past the 35. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. The 71 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here in this first half. For the play fake, and now here's how to throw it. That's taken in by Dulcich. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts, as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. He's got room at the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another first down.
Well, they certainly spread the ball around so far, but they're definitely getting everyone involved now when you're throwing it to the fullback. Just shows how versatile this offense is and how everyone is a threat.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making them sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. So on third down, the field goal unit will come out as he'll try to get 3 before half. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. That also a career-long kick for the veteran, Charles.
Yeah, how about what he just got done there? We always knew he had a big leg, but how about everything coming together perfectly on that one? Great leg swing, and bang that one through.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. Mixon hit, and all the ball is out. And it's Washington that scoops it up. But they will not be able to capitalize as time has run out here on the first half of play. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach! Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This fielded right at the goal line. And he's going to be brought down inside the 5 at the 3.
Well, not exactly a banner return, so he doesn't give his offense a whole lot of room to work with. They've got to go a long way now to try and score some points. I do know this from experience. There will be a few comments muttered his way by the offense as they head out on the field.
And now the Eagles going to signal for a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. Second down, Jacobs once more. And some space here. There he goes, left side. Touchdown, Washington. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now.
Down the numbers. There he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Joe Mixon, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have retaken a third-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that will make this a 4-point game. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They had gotten the lead with the opening drive touchdown in the third quarter. Now they relinquished that lead back. Could be in for an interesting second half.
It certainly appears that way, doesn't it? Almost turning into one of those pendulum games, right? Where it swings back and forth, and who's going to make the play that changes that? That maybe it puts it on one side and keeps it there.
They go play action with Howell. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
One thing you hope to see out of a rookie tight end is a real concentration when the ball's in the air, and I'm not sure that he didn't, but he has to be prepared for people making a play on it when that ball's up for grabs.
Faking the handoff, Howell. And that is incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a fourth down. Well done.
Washington going to send out their punter as he'll come on to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It really doesn't get much easier than the last drive. One play, and they took it all the way to the house on the touchdown run.
And you know how many times we talk about that's exactly how they drew it up? Because essentially every play that's drawn up in an offensive playbook, if everyone does their job perfectly, should go for a touchdown, right? That's one that actually did. Give a little credit to those big fellows up front, too. They sprang their man for not only a big gain, but 6 points.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. And this is going to be pulled in by the tight end Andrews. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. From the gun to give to Mixon. Down to about the 37. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Stop, 17. Black shot. Red cycle. Blue striker.
Throwing now is Lance. And this is caught. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. An excellent gain, 35 yards.
Well, if you're a fan of offensive football, this game is for you because this one's been much more like a tennis match than a football game. Back and forth, and there's another example right there of another big play in the passing game.
And they'll try the option on 1st and goal. And he'll go backwards, losing yardage to the 5. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Joe Mixon, a 5-yard touchdown run. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now?
He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Second down, Howell now. This is caught. Touchdown. Devin Duvernay. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Commanders are back within a score. Well executed there offensively. Defense looked a little confused, but he found his receiver, and that one good for 6 points.
And the payoff we just saw there tells us how many times they ran this play in practice over the past few weeks, because they executed that flawlessly right here on game day when the situation arose.
Washington kick team back out there now as they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Again, it's Mixon. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Lance looking to throw it. And incomplete on the deep ball. Not his best throw there, but where do we sit right now in the third quarter? He's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Off of play action, here's Lance. Steps away to his left. Give him 9 on the play, and that's going to bring up a 4th down. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They'll bring a receiver in motion right. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. They run for it with Mixon. And he's not going to get the first. I don't even think he made it back to the line of scrimmage. Denied on 4th down is Joe Mixon. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. Here's Howell. Going up top. And this is taken in for a Washington touchdown. Kadarius Toney 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Commanders have moved out in front here in the 4th quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And that will make this a 4-point game. Kick team out there for the Commanders as they send this one away. Taken in at the 3. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the 4th quarter. Pretty good looking run there on 1st down. That'll go for 9 yards, just short of the line to gain.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Well, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. My 242 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. Lance now on 1st down. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And Lance again going to keep it. And boy, this Burgundy and gold defense charged up now. They stop him behind the line again. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Jeremy Chinn, so dangerous wherever he's at on the field, and that time he gets in there for the sack. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Smith to return it. 7 yards on the return after a punt of 39. And the Commanders will take over with a 1st and 10. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Right now clinging to a 1-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4. And that's caught inside the 35. And he's going to step out of bounds at the 35-yard line. So that changes things a bit. Here's a 1st and 10 all the way down at the 35. 1st down, Howell to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
Partner, they've been aggressive, airing it out all game long, and no better evidence than those last 2 snaps. They weren't going to beat this coverage, though, 2 plays in a row, and that one falls incomplete.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. 3rd and long. Here's Howell. Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Johnson. And the Eagles are right back in this football game. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this 4th quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. They begin with a run by Mixon. And he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Black Ultra. Black 2.
On 2nd and 7, Lance. On a bad time late for a poor throw. It's intercepted. Picked up by Caden Stearns. And the Commanders are going to take possession of the football. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coages, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. It's a gain of a yard, and it takes us to the 2-minute warning. So it's Commanders football as we get back to it. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. On 2nd and 9, Powell. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
On that snap, he's the hero of his defense after the play he just made. A one-possession game, and his hit kept it exactly that.
Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Powell throwing on 3rd down here. And that will be incomplete. So decision time now, because a field goal keeps it a one-score game. What are you thinking?
Well, I'm looking at the down and distance, and that's where the issue comes in. It's not short enough that it's a no-brainer and you go for it. You have to analyze this one. To me, you take the field goal, take the points. I don't think you want to risk coming away with nothing.
From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive.
Here comes another drive from this unit, and Charles, they're coming off a costly mistake on the last possession, an interception in a game that is very close right now.
Well, as we know, they all sting no matter what the situation, but in a one-possession game, that'll hurt a little bit more. But this is an excellent opportunity to make up for it on this drive. I just don't expect them to try and take huge gambles to make up that momentum in a hurry.
Connecting with Andrews. He's at the 50. He's at the 30. 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Mark Andrews, 91 yards. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild 4th quarter. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
Anytime you feel the kickoff inside your own end zone, you've got to be decisive about whether you're bringing it out or not. Sometimes that indecision can really cost you. That may have been what happened on that play.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll.
Well, partner, here it is. They've got the chance to win the game. You'd have to think they need to get it near the opposite 40 to have a chance to kick a game-winning field goal. We'll see what they can do.
And you're right about that, because if we look at it in macro, that's what it looks like. But I think in micro, the head coach has already asked the special teams coach, what is he feeling? What does he think? Where does he want the football? What's the yard line we have to get? And he's already relayed that to his quarterback and his offense. They know what the goal is. Now the key, can they get there?
Once again, it's Jacobs. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Jacobs going to try the middle. Oh, and that a very short gain. They do get a first, but short pickups, not what they're looking for. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Howell. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to be intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And the Eagles are going to get this back to their own 34-yard line. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. you've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it.
Now Lance unable to escape, and down he goes. Final whistle blows, and we need some extra time here to decide who will be the victor. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, they fought hard to reach this point, Charles, and now what an opportunity. They've got the ball first, a chance to take this overtime win away from the hostile crowd.
And you know, as the quarterback steps into the huddle, the first thing he's telling his team is, remember, we need 6, not 3. So we don't need a good drive. We need a great drive. And this is what they've been planning for. It's time to execute and take it downfield, even against all these odds.
Lance with a first throw in overtime. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Runs over it. And he is in for the score. And it is absolute stunned silence here as they win it on the road in overtime. Charles, normally when you see a group score this many points, it's a complete blowout. But instead, they needed every single one of those in this close, high-scoring affair.
Yeah, Brandon, I'm still on the edge of my seat after that one, because when you have that much scoring and it still comes down to a one-possession game at the end, that's not something we see very often. In this case, these offenses, they brought it. The defenses, they're going to need some work going forward.
So for Philadelphia, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll return home next week to take on the Jacksonville Jaguars.
Meanwhile, for the Commanders,
the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3.